the negative impact. As Freight stated, power is used in organizations to influence and encourage individuals to act in accordance to their company's goals and objectives. Sources of power in organizations are seen in individual and structural bases. Under the instructional or individual basis, we see 5 bases of structural power: coercive, legitimate, referent, expert, and reward. Coercive power, using a threat of punishment to ensure instructions are being complied. Legitimate power is led by cultural values. It involves the social ranking, loyalty, and organizational hierarchy, making the employee believe that the instructions are just. Referent power derives from the leader's charisma, affecting the employee's desires to please their leadership. Expert power is knowledge driven. It is recipients relying on their agent's knowledge, such as the relationship between a therapist and their patient. Reward power derives from the employee being praised for their work rather than reprimanded. Although power can have its positive impacts, there are also negative impacts that can derive. In an article written by DeVries, Jen, and Tiro, it describes how managers who have some power try to allow employees to voice their opinions without real intentions on considering their input. This happens in many companies, and when considering the Mintzberg's political game-playing framework, the one closely associated with this type of situation would have to be whistleblowing. Although these employees weren't necessarily talking bad about the company, they were stating what they wanted to see changed, and the managers weren't going to send this information up the chain of command. I've seen something like this done personally, where coworkers and I would express our concerns for certain people not performing their jobs they were hired for, and we would have to pick up their slack. And instead of managers seeing that a change was made, they allowed these actions to continue. This example would also align with the line versus staff game of the Mintzberg political game-playing framework, because this is now creating conflict between managers and their employees.